All right, it's time to complain. I want to complain, and I want to sit down and make an 8 to 10 minute video complaining about sigs. And I want to explain my thought process and why I think the lack of animation changes on cards right now is one of the 2 or 3 biggest things holding the progress and the enjoyment of this game back this year. Before we hop into this video, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Less than 100 subscribers from 18K. I would love to hit that today. I think it's really possible. We need 70 something. Would love it if y'all would subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Other thing I want to say before I hop into this. This is my opinion. It is totally okay for you to have a different opinion than me. I'm totally cool with it. I'm just sharing mine. If you don't agree with me, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. There's no reason to be frustrated at me about my opinion, just like I'm not going to get frustrated at you about yours if you disagree with me. Regardless, I personally am of the opinion that cards such as, for example, Kevin Durant, having a dribble style on normal and a release timing on normal and a pretty baited release and overall mediocre sigs. I understand it in September, and I kind of understand it in November and December. When you start getting into January, February, the time of year, though, where people start to play the game more after Christmas generally, and the more hyped up season of the year as the NBA season begins to progress, this is generally when we see SIGs progress every single year. This year, it seems like that is taking a little bit longer, but not only is it taking a little bit longer this year, the off-ball defense and the CPU defense, just the way defense is this year, is more overpowered than it has ever been, which has led to lower skill, uglier gameplay than we have ever seen. People do not enjoy playing the game as much, which is why a game mode like Unlimited is in such a frustrating state right now, and why people are having such a frustrating time with the game is because they do not enjoy the gameplay. And the reason for that is because we have 19 million cards like this freaking Ron Artest that have Hall of Fame anchor, Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame glove, Hall of Fame interceptor, 90 plus on every single defensive stat. I mean, literally, I'm not kidding. If we go and look through every single card that came out today that is at least decently viable, they are a freaking beast defender. Amin Thompson has anchor. He's a 6'7" guard with Hoff clamps. Really good, versatile defender. He's going to be an off-ball defense beast. Asar Thompson's even better defensively. Alonzo Mourning's one of the best defensive bigs in the game. Chris Webber also has almost every single defensive badge and a bunch of defensive Hoffs. All these cards are super duper souped up on the defensive end of the court, but all the animations are where they were on day one still. And that is creating a game where it is challenging to score the ball skillfully, really challenging at times to score the ball skillfully. And there just aren't very many primary ball handlers. There aren't very many guys who can actually shot create for themselves, which leaves you with only a few ball handler options. I mean, there's a reason you're going to see so much Kobe and Devin Booker is because those are 2 of the only guys who can actually shot create at all. And I just think we're in a place right now where with release timing still on normal and SIGs not being changed, it literally leads to cards like KD dropping, who should be super hyped, super exciting names, who I'm not excited about Kevin Durant in my team. I should be, but I'm not. John Morant, I'm never excited about a John Morant card in my team. I mean, and he's the only dude on this freaking game who has his release on quick. Only a couple guys actually have their releases on quick, and if they don't have their releases on quick on their base cards, they don't get their release on quick. Ja's release is great, but his movement sucks, so I'm not excited about Ja. Chris Bosh's release is kind of baited, so I know he's not that good at power forward. And Julius Erving's a great card, but he doesn't have Limitless, he doesn't have Anchor, he doesn't have Brick Wall, he doesn't have some of the key things that he's missing. I mean, more so the Limitless on the offensive end of the court. And even all of his animations, still the way they were on day one or whenever the Sapphire came out 2 weeks, or this Amethyst came out 2 weeks into the game. Same exact animations. But we're at the point where every single freaking card in the game on the wing has every single defensive badge. Andre Kirilenko has every single defensive badge. I mean, literally every single guy that people are actually using in their lineup at the 2, at the 3, at the 4. You got elite level defenders across the board, and they can guard in the perimeter, they can guard in the interior, and they're all super duper good. Not to mention off-ball defense being obviously the best it has ever been and being a bit ridiculously overpowered. If you're not great at the game, you are going to struggle to beat somebody who literally does not engage defensively with the play and just sits in the corner and off balls. It's pretty remarkable, but it's true. If you're not really good at the game, you will struggle against somebody who's an elite defender, puts Smother on, and is doing that. And that's a problem to me. The gameplay is just not fun to play. And it's in a large part, especially with how OP the CPU defense is this year, because of how good the CPU defense is right now. So I mean, and the lack of sigs would help. I mean, improved sigs, I should say, would help. But I don't even know if that's going to save the game. I still think that we need actual gameplay changes, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get those until next year, realistically. But like, people score in such low skill, miserable ways to play, because I don't think anybody enjoys playing against somebody who backdoors every single play. I don't think anybody enjoys playing against somebody who literally runs in circles every single play and doesn't do dribble moves and just runs around and tries to go up at the rim and draw fouls and stuff and get stupid animations. Like, I would say people try to exploit the game in certain ways offensively, even running and fading and stuff. In certain ways, people are just trying to find ways to exploit the game offensively instead of trying to find ways to actually consistently score with skill and create open shots because of how good the defense is. And again, that's impacting the gameplay negatively as well. Improved SIGs and releases on cards would help. Plain and simple, it would help. If we put these guys' releases on quick, if we put a different dribble style in KD, like, it would not hurt to give him MJ dribble style or pro dribble style or Zach LaVine dribble style or any really decent, solid dribble style. It doesn't have to be a great dribble style. Just give him something solid. It wouldn't hurt to give him D-Book or Kyrie or one of those. I mean, it'd be nice to give them elite dribble styles. You don't have to change every SIG. You can leave the rest of their half-court SIGs. If you want to make a card pro play, I understand that. But KD can still have his own release on quick. He can have his own SIGs and have a better dribble style and move better. Like, the concept of dribble styles in the first place to me makes no sense, because you could have 99 ball handle and just be an elite overall card. But if you have Joel Embiid dribble style, good luck shot creating with that card at any sort of consistent level. That's a problem to me. That dribble styles rule the game like that. That shot timing speeds rule the game. Like, a guy like, for example, Alonzo Mourning is never going to be as good at the power forward position as other big men because his release is bad, because his movement is bad, and dribble style, Shaq base. People don't get excited about these cards because of the animations. It's literally that simple. And I just think, I don't know. We're at the point in the game where we need to see that progress, and we're not seeing that progress. And to me, that is bothering me, and it worries me a little bit, honestly. Because in all honesty, I'm not having that much fun playing online. I'm not, as good as the content is, because it really is good in a lot of ways. It's very rewarding. It is free to play, rewarding. I mean, it really is, more than it's really ever been in recent memory, if you actually play the game. But playing the game itself is less fun, in my opinion, really, than it's ever been. I don't enjoy playing the game online very much, and that's a shame to say, but it really is the truth. And the main reason for that right now is because of two things. The off-ball defense is way too good, and the animations on offense are just not good enough to keep up. The animations on offense are not good enough to keep up. I mean, if you are not a great player, go load up an unlimited game as a casual, not a sweat, not a great player, and tell me you're having fun not being able to score the ball if you match up against anybody who's off-ball, anybody who's half decent. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's fun for the casuals, for sure, online, and I guess if you stay offline, it doesn't matter, but like, and if you're not a casual, I don't know. There's a part of me that, like, I don't know. I think the game will be okay. I think the content is in a great state, and I do think the gameplay will continue to actually feel better as the year progresses, probably. But I just think at its core, the gameplay is really flawed right now, and I think that is probably the biggest issue with 2K. As much as that is a shame to say, I don't think it's that fun to play right now, honestly. And hopefully that changes, but I don't know. Regardless, it is what it is. I kind of just wanted to complain. That's the whole point of this video. I wanted to complain because I want better animations on cards because I have fun when animations are good, and right now they're not. But it is what it is. Regardless, we're still ready to make a great day of content. Hopefully some of these cards are good. I mean, some of them do look promising. Dr. J will be very good. I think KD and Bosch will still be decent, even with their base animations. Amin Thompson's a beast. Overall, it's still a decent drop, and we got a bunch of good free content to look forward to, so I'm still excited to make content today. I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.